Just crossed the Nullarbor and you're not going to believe how much it cost us.
Well, some of you might, but we're going to break it down for you anyways. Fuel, food, supplies, the whole lot.
We made the decision to skip most of the Eyre Peninsula, which we're both a bit disappointed about, but we know we'll be back when it's a bit warmer.
There was one spot though we just couldn't drive past, and we're so glad we stopped because we stumbled across a campsite that was just so much more than we expected.
Oh, look at this place. Happy Days shower block. This is pretty cool.
This epic little spot is called Coodley Park Eco Retreat, and an added bonus is it has its own track that runs to Talia Caves. This backtrack allows you to cut out most of Talia Caves Road, which is great because the corrugations on Talia Caves Road are some of the worst I've ever seen. I'm scratching my boat up.
With a baby in my hands. Okay. We did find a cave, you're right.
Fellow behind me, we just come across this property here. We don't know what's wrong, but can't get up. There's something wrong with his legs. There's a big wear mark, like a circle around him where he's been trying to move. I'm not gonna stay too long and disturb him. We can keep moving. Yeah, don't want to distress him even more. I'll let the camp owner know that he's here, and hopefully there's something she can do. And if not, yeah, I don't know.
So the place that we're staying at has their own little private beach that they own, and we've just come down here. No one else is staying here, so it's just us. It's a bit of a little bit of a hectic hike down, but it looks scarier than it is. Anyways, we're gonna hang out here this afternoon. It's so cool. So we've come from up the top there and hiked down, which is a little bit harder with 2 kids. This place is hectic. See you out there.
This place is wild. And track down's not super kid friendly, but we made it work. It's just, I don't know, never seen anything like this.
Especially just to have all to yourself.
Yeah, private beach is just raw beauty. There even might be a secret little slab out there for those surfers that are game enough to
Are you a surfer? And you can drive along the top as well. Do you reckon we'll do that? We'll give that one a miss. What?
So I'll see if I can get out there so I can go for fish tomorrow. If I can get on that corner, I'd have to catch something.
Surely. And she also said that there But the algae bloom didn't hit here at all.
Didn't make it this far. There's Zali trying to climb the cliff back there. This is actually insane. I'm kind of lost for words. Like, I've just come out here to the point, round the corner, and there's another little private beach that looks... Oh, it's crazy. I don't think the camera does it justice, but it's like... the colours and everything. I know it's overcast. Imagine this on a clear day. This is crazy.
You know when there's a gate that we're going somewhere good. If you watch my last, well, a few videos ago, this is what I'm talking about. Like, can you not? When there's a second gate, it better be worth it. We've come back to the most beautiful place, and it's nice and sunny today, which has made this place even better. But we have some super keen adventurous kids that love to climb. But check this out. Stunning. Where? Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I can see them. Whoa, I'm gonna fall. Okay, Zali, I'm gonna come get you now. Look at this dog. Obsessed with fishing rods, and didn't want to leave. Look at this little private beach, and look at this little climbing girl. She's like, see ya, I'm going over here. Hold my hand, Amy. Thank you. Look at this. Look at the water. Oh, she's a tired girl. We found Zara.
Watch Mummy catch a fish.
Where's the fish? Want to show Zali? Here, what? Up the step. Good girl.
Yeah. You need to use wavy. I'll go get some fish.
Alright. We're staying. Wow, look at this. Biggest fish I've ever seen.
A few fish fingers.
Oh. Biggest fish I've ever seen.
Herring.
Wow.
And that one is a salmon trout.
Would you eat that fish right there? Like that?
So I was going like butterfly.
No, she just goes, do we eat it? No, but I was like, well, we have to cook it first. Saw a seal out here. Come on. Where are ya? Did ya? Anyways, we're gonna head back. It was actually supposed to rain today, so we're super lucky to get some sunshine. But the rain is starting to come over now. So we've got to get back. What?
Little one.
Yeah, it is a little one. We got to get back before the rain comes and the rocks start getting slippery. We'll show you the hike back up. It's a bit hectic. There's the clouds coming. We got to climb up there. With a 1-year-old, a now 3-year-old, some fishing rods, and some dogs. Let's do this. Go, Maui. Go, go. Climb. Climb. Go to Dad. You rested at the same spot yesterday. Daddy's already having a rest. He reckons. Climb. Go, where's Dad?
Gonna try smoke up, or kind of smoke up. We don't really have a smoker, but I'm gonna chuck them in a brine and yeah, do our best to smoke them over the fire. They're only little, obviously, so I'm gonna butterfly them and try and get as much meat as we can on there. So yeah, let's give it a go.
So the seeds is in it?
Any seeds in it? She reckons? No seeds in this one, just bones. Daddy's pulling the bones out.
Oh.
Look at that.
There we go.
Oh.
Little butterflied fish fingers. Quite fiddly.
Ah.
Hopefully they turn out alright. Just done up a brine here, salt brine. Just heaps of salt from actually that pink lake. Found a good use for that salt. And a bit of honey is what we had. And a couple of herbs. So we'll just chuck them in there and just let it soak for as long as we can.
Oh my god.
Just had them soaking in the brine. Not a lot of heat on there, so hopefully it works well. Just kind of slow cook them as much as we can and try and get as much smoke as we can into them.
Birthday. I got you. Ready, dust your hands off first. Ready, open right. Wait a minute.
How long on
That's us.
you reckon?
Again.
Wait and see.
Hey.
Wait and see kind of
It's
thing.
a very, oh yeah, because it's like smoking, so it takes a while, yeah?
That's the idea. Tell you what, they're looking alright. Flip them over. Hopefully not too stuck.
Today.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. That actually looks good. Potatoes gone.
They should
That looks alright.
Before we left, I really wanted to get out to that point for a fish and try and get something a little bit bigger. So yeah, this is how it went. Yes. I got a fish. Look at that. Some type of wrasse. It is so pretty. This looks similar to Tuskies we get back home. I got something. It looks tasty, but I don't really know what it is or size limits, so I'm gonna throw him back. Get him back in on this next wave. Another fish. This thing feels a little bit better. Trying to get me in the bottom. Look at that. Look at the colours on that thing. Well, just lost the sun, of course. Trying to get a good picture, but I did a bit of research. They're actually quite tasty, so I might keep him and try him for a feed. They only have to be 25 centimetres and he's like probably pushing 40, so yeah, they do look tasty. Hey, unfortunately GoPro died on that last cast there, but I managed another nice rust there. Just in this nice protected bay here, but there's a massive big squall coming over the other side of that cliff there, and yeah, I want to get out of here before that hits. So take the guts out of these, and then we're going to climb back up that hill and get back to the van. How's the chompers on them? It's crazy.
So this camp has been a really cool spot to stay at. Unfortunately, it is time to move on. So our next stop, we're heading to Ceduna to prepare for the Nullarbor.
Quick stop at the Murphy's Haystacks. Sally's got these ones in her book, so we had to stop and show her. Like in your book, hey Sally?
Yeah. Yes, we're gonna. Oh, let's go.
Uh-oh. After that epic little detour, it was time to gear up and prepare to cross the Nullarbor. So what was our game plan?
Well, the Nullarbor Crossing starts at Ceduna, so we spent a night there to get ourselves prepared, do a few jobs, and make sure we set off with full water tanks, which for us is almost 600 litres, and that would be more than enough to get us through. So the crossing from Ceduna to Norseman is about 1,200 kilometres, and if you did it straight, would be about a 13-hour drive. For us towing, we expected it to take about 15 hours, and then on top of that, we had to add in the multiple stops for dogs and kids along the way. So we made the plan to try and get it done in 4 days.
The Nullarbor isn't just a long drive. There are plenty of amazing sights to see along the way, and it's an experience just to take in. And we didn't want to rush it, so 4 days felt like a good balance for us.
Before we set off, we did a bit of research into the fuel situation, and we came up with a plan where we're going to stop at all the cheapest servos, even if we didn't necessarily have to fill up, in hopes of avoiding having to fill up at the more expensive servos at the Nullarbor Roadhouse and the Border Village fuel stations. Before we get into the cost of fuel, we want you guys to guess. So drop in the comments, let us know how much do you think the whole crossing cost us in diesel.
Another thing we had to be prepared for was the border restrictions and the quarantine station when crossing into WA. So things like most fruit and vegetables and honey you can't take across, so we had to make sure that we didn't have any of that.
We had to make sure we only had enough of those things for 2 days worth, and then still enough supplies to get us through to Norseman once we crossed the border.
So once we were all prepared, it was time to hit the road. The goal on day one was to make it to the Nullarbor Roadhouse. Nullarbor, let's go. So just a quick little update from the Nullarbor. We've just stopped for the second time to get some fuel. Just topping up as we go along so that we can try at like the cheaper fuel stations. so we can try and make it across to Eucla in Western Australia before we have to top up again. So hopefully we make it through. There you go. Anyways, and we've just pulled over on the side of the road to have some lunch.
Where are we?
And we had some homemade sushi, didn't we, Zali? Was it yummy? Yeah. Num 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 num. And now we are heading to the Nullarbor Roadhouse and that'll be our stop for the rest of the day. We will find somewhere to stay tonight, and then we're gonna head to the Bunda Cliffs tomorrow. Very exciting. How much?
How many litres?
Midbo.
25 litres.
And how much was it?
50 something, 60 bucks.
Yeah. Alright. Next stop. Mine. Next stop, Nullarbor Roadhouse. How's the drive so far?
Bit windy today. It's making a little bit stressful. It's just a crosswind, so it's like pushing the truck and van around a little bit. We just take it easy.
And the weather hasn't been that great either. And from this slumber, look baby, out your window, right here, can you see it? Looks like a doggy, but it's a dingo. Us for the night, and then we'll get up tomorrow nice and early and make our way to the Bunda Cliffs. We'll be able to watch the State of Origin there. Puppies will be happy to get out of the truck. Watch her get up. She's gonna get up. You're not gonna get up, sorry, you've been in there all day. No. She's like, I've had enough of this place. See ya. Where are you going? So we have to get rid of our vegetables before we cross the border, so I thought I'd just try and get rid of most of our veggies and make a curry. It's also the perfect weather for it. Being very cold. We have a very lovely sunset. The next stop for us was something I don't think will ever get old, the Bunda Cliffs.
Yeah, the Bunda Cliffs are something you just don't see every day, so day 2 turned into a shorter day for us. We just wanted to chill out there for a little while and take it all in. Day 2 on the Nullarbor.
Made it to the Bunda Cliffs.
We'll have to keep an eye out for some.
Josh hates this.
Give me anxiety.
Come on, let's go see it.
Oh, she's having a sleep on the edge of Australia.
Come on, let's go see it.
Today was the day that we'd finally be heading across the border into Western Australia. Everyone loved the extra honey on their cereal this morning so that we could polish it off before we head across the border. Where are we going today?
To West Australia.
What did we miss?
Stevie forgot to stop at the Welcome to West Australia sign.
I have no idea how we missed it. But anyway. Oh well.
Our last day and our longest day from Ceduna all the way to Norseman. We did end up getting a little bit slack on making our own food for the last day. We just wanted to get there, so we ended up buying breakfast and lunch, but we made it. So that brings us to this cool little free camp here that we stayed at last night just outside Norseman. And well, here are the totals. Fuel came in at a total of $978.
Not including the groceries that we took with us, but food came in at $168. Camping came in at $0. There are plenty of free camps along the Nullarbor and they're all beautiful little bush camps. So don't be afraid to take your time and take in these beautiful camps.
And then, damages. We're lucky to get through pretty unscathed. The only thing is we're getting a little bit of uneven wear on one of the van tyres that may need a replacement and probably a wheel alignment when we get to Perth. So that'll be added to the bill, I'd assume, but yeah, we'll see how that goes when we get there. Coming in to a grand total of
$1,146.
A couple quick key facts from us after crossing the Nullarbor. Probably the most important one to know, the longest distance between fuel stations is about 190 kilometres, and that is between Norseman and Balladonia.
The average price of diesel, excluding the Nullarbor Roadhouse and Border Village, was about $2.60 a litre.
Total number of dingoes spotted, we came in at 3, and camels spotted was 10, including one as roadkill. That was a bit of an unfortunate sight.
Yeah. Hey.
If you have any other questions, we'd love to chat more about it in the comments. So, was it worth it?
Absolutely. The Nullarbor is one of Australia's most iconic road trips for a good reason.
For us, it's not just about getting from one side of Australia to the other. It's the places you discover and the memories you make along the way. That's what makes trips like this worth every dollar.
If you'd like to see more of our Australian adventures, travel tips and cost breakdowns, then make sure to subscribe and we'll see you in the next one.